It doesn't take much convincing to tell you that doubts are a plague to the soul. If you've ever had doubts, things that make you worry or wonder if you're doing something right, then you are very familiar to the feelings that the apostles had right after Jesus was resurrected from the dead. In our gospel from this last week, this Trinity Sunday, we heard these words from Matthew's last chapter, Matthew chapter 28. Now the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain to which Jesus had directed them. And when they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. Isn't that interesting? Those who belong to the inner circle of Jesus believe in him, trust in him, even being here in his very presence after his resurrection. They all worship him, and yet some doubted. What's particularly comforting in this text, however, is that Jesus comes to us in our need. Jesus is risen from the dead, and he comes to where his disciples are gathered. Jesus goes to them, and while they still doubt, they all worship. It is this, that faith and unbelief reside in the same heart. And in a way, their doubt is a strange kind of comfort. It's not that we applaud or give thanks for their doubt, only that it points to the reality that all are sinners and fall short of the glory of God. We need Jesus to enter into our lives and to be present with us to take care of our troubled and doubting souls. And this is precisely what Jesus does as he sends his pastors into the world. He sends his disciples into the world that he would baptize them into the name of God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, that all would be joined into God's family and belong to God through holy baptism, so that when doubts do arise, we know that Jesus has come and made his presence with us, that Jesus is with us always, even to the end of the age. And in fact, that is what Jesus says to his disciples as he sends them out into the world. And as he tells them this, it is true for us also. So that when Jesus says, "Behold, I am with you always, always, to the end of the age," as it is for them, it is for you too. So rejoice in your baptism and know that Jesus is with you always, even in the midst of doubt, to the end of the age. Blessings.